talked about doubling your profits. Would that be of interest?
Yes. Yeah, sure.
Which one is more interesting, revenues or profits? Yeah, okay, awesome. Fastest good.
Thank you.
All right, thank you everyone. So FocalPoint, I'm not sure how many of you guys have heard of FocalPoint, or how many of you have heard of Brian Tracy? You have?
Yeah.
Okay, anybody else? Okay, awesome. All right, so Brian Tracy, he has been a business leader for a long time. He basically founded FocalPoint, and he has millions of followers. He has world-class content, and his books have been translated into 27 languages. So very famous leader, 30 plus years of business success. Overall, we have about 200 coaches across the globe. One of the FocalPoint coach is also sitting there, Patrick Steele. He's also my partner. Overall, we are business growth specialists. So if you're wondering, do I have a business coach? What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I believe in everybody needs a coach, whether it's a business coach or executive coach, so that you can continue to improve and grow in your life, in your career, or in your business. So that's what we believe in. My introduction, I'm Vibha Chawla. I have 19 plus years experience in highly competitive industry. Overall, I'm skilled at strategy planning and execution. I've done operational performance improvement work, growth and team cohesion. I believe joining with FocalPoint, my affiliation with FocalPoint has helped me enhance my clients' growth, business impact due to the vast resources, knowledge, and skills that we have across the globe. Like I said, when I work with my client, it's not just me working with the client, it's also my colleagues, my partners, my Pat Steele sitting there. So we are all helping you guys grow and become profitable. So that's our goal here. My why, I went through quite a lot of life challenges with mental health and business. After this, I chose this business coaching profession to make a greater impact on the business owners and their circle of influence. So my passion is for small business owners. I want to make sure that they are growing, they're becoming profitable, and all across, like I said, we have 200 coaches across the globe. That's all we want to achieve. We want to help you grow, become profitable with the reasonable prices. My mission statement here is to motivate small business owners like yourself. I believe most of you are small business owners. Can you raise your hands? How many are small business owners? Oh wow, that's a majority. All right, so that's our passion. We are here for you. We want to make sure that you provide exceptional business coaching so that you can achieve greater community impact, growth and profitability, and team cohesion. So that's our mission statement. That's what we thrive, and we want to help you guys. So just in short, we're going to provide a ton of value here, right? If you're on your phone, I would say that put it on the side. I didn't mean to hurt you. But practical business concepts are going to be that have been applied across different countries, different industries. So in order for you to get the most value of it, I would say focus, invest in yourself. It's going to be a short topic, but you will have fun. I guarantee you. It will be more fun than anything else that you're doing. All right. So my goal today is to give you a very simple way of thinking about a very complex problem. We all think profitability is extremely complex. How many of you think it's a complex problem? Have you guys tried doubling your profitability? Has anybody tried doubling your profitability? You tried? What happened?
Sorry?
What happened when you tried doubling your profitability?
We doubled it.
You doubled it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Looks like you may have some methods too. Anybody else tried doubling your profitability? What happened?
We just increase what we sell. We increase numbers.
You increased
Double
numbers?
profit, yeah.
Were you successful in doubling?
Yeah.
You were? Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. I think we should definitely connect.
Follow the plan, then so we went through.
Awesome. Did you set goals to make sure that that happens?
Yeah.
Okay, great job. Anybody else tried to improve their profitability and were not successful? Or had challenges? What were the challenges? You want to mention?
My expenses increased.
Your expenses increased? Okay.
Generate more revenue, but my expenses also increased, so the profitability
Did not increase. Excellent point. Excellent point. Anybody else?
Imposter syndrome.
Imposter syndrome? Okay. Everybody heard of that? Thank you. All right. Okay, so where do you think is the problem? I think that lady pointed out very clearly. A lot of people come to us, they think that they need to double one number to increase their profitability. What is that number?
Revenue?
Revenue, exactly. You can speak louder.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Revenue.
revenue. You think that you need to double your revenue to improve your profitability? Is that realistic?
No, that's not realistic. You have to
Exactly.
think about cost.
Right, exactly. You have to think about cost. Yep. So yeah, we are scared. I think anytime I talk to the business, we are scared of the numbers, right? We think profitability is a very complex problem. This gentleman has done it, another person has done it, right? We think all the people that I talk to, they say, just double one category, I'm going to generate more leads, and that's where I'm going to be doing the profitability double. No, that's not how it works.
Actually, I must say, it didn't come that easy. We accumulated a lot of loss before we actually were able to make that happen.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, so let me just see how we can double the profitability. No, we lost almost $200,000 the first 2 years, but the third year things started picking up. So we were working with someone, like you mentioned, a coach, who are just like implementing different strategies.
Right.
So then we're actually at the area where we want to be. But of course, we want to keep on getting more leads so that we can stay in the game.
Right. Right.
Just
Yeah, there
want-
was some learning to it,
Yeah.
but with the coach, it seems like it was helpful for
Yes,
you.
absolutely.
All right, great. Thank you. So it's frustrating when I talk to people, they have been trying to double their profitability. If I meet with them 1 year later, they're like, oh, we're still not there yet. So they feel like they are at the wrong place, right? Than they had hoped for. They hoped for double productivity, double profitability. But there is the opportunity, right? This gentleman said, you also mentioned, that it's all learnable, right? Growing a business is all learnable. There are simple steps that you can take to grow and become profitable. So the big idea here, can anybody say what I'm going to say? What's the big idea? What do we need to do to double our profitability?
Make a plan. A plan.
Develop a
Have a
strategy.
niche.
What actions will you take?
Mhm. What else? Do we need to do complex steps or simple steps?
Simple.
Exactly. We need to take simple
Commitment.
commitment, exactly. We need to make commitment, we need to take simple steps to grow. Not complex steps, but simple steps. Okay? So here is the 1% rule to growth. So what happens, I only listed out 4, didn't want to confuse you, but there are 6 levers that you can leverage for improving 1% every month. Can you improve your leads 1% every month? Yeah? Is that simple enough?
Yes.
So that will give you about 10 to 12% for the year. Can you improve your conversion rate?
Yeah.
Leads to customers. Can you improve that 1% every month? What would you do for improving that?
That's the question.
Hmm?
You have to show the value
To who?
to the customer.
Okay, so that they can be converted? Should we have the selling scripts?
Not necessarily.
I don't know. You can. I don't know.
We should have the selling script.
Yeah.
That's the key. Selling script. That's the key.
But you know what, for this, isn't this a numbers game? Because of the fact that you have to have a number of leads, you call 100 people, how many of them are going to convert? You have to kind of know the numbers, move it down.
Yeah,
Numbers
yep,
game.
exactly. It is a number game, but there are 6 levels to it.
It's about efficiency.
Mhm. Glad you are all talking. So the next one we have is the average sale size. Can we improve that 1% every month?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Okay. Average number of purchases. Can we increase the frequency of purchase every month? 1%.
Yes.
So what happens if you improved your business results 1% each step of the way? What can you do?
1%, all each step of the way.
Yeah.
Increase your profit.
Yep, exactly. So you can gain 99% improvement in 1 year. And can somebody tell me what will you do with 99% more money?
Put it back into the business.
Reinvest.
Reinvest? You don't want to take vacation?
Later.
No, I'm gonna
She wants to work very hard.
Reinvest, put it back in the pot. And later I'll take vacation.
Okay.
It's a sacrifice.
She's a hard worker, sacrifice. Awesome, I like that. Anybody else? You want to mention something? What will you do with 99% more money? Yeah, I'm asking
Me?
you. Yeah.
I think like I would prefer to increase my revenue instead of profit.
Okay.
Invest into people to do your job, so you can actually go on vacation and stay there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if I increase my revenue, I would be able to sell my company for a higher amount of money. That's all.
Yeah, we are talking about profitability. If
you're
you
not
had
profitable,
99% more money, what would you do with it? Go ahead.
Plan for the future, just budget my funds. Just anything, like you say. Just budget and plan to expand.
You guys are very hard worker. Go ahead.
I said put it back into the business.
Oh,
So,
gosh. Anybody wants to go on vacation?
When the money's right, then we need a long.
I would think, where would you go on vacation? Go ahead.
I was going to say diversify my money into different investments so that I can create more passive income.
Okay, awesome. Nobody's talking about vacation. Pat, you want to mention anything about vacation?
You gotta have balance. You gotta have balance.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I
Otherwise
would
you're
do both.
burned out small business owner.
Especially at 99%, I would
Yeah,
do both.
yeah.
All right. All sounds good. All right, so let's talk about the way to wealth formula. Sorry, I'm looking at the time here too to make sure we get to what I want to talk about. So what is way to wealth formula? This is the formula by Brian Tracy. Overly simplistic way of a very complex problem, right? We all think profitability is complex, it's just impossible to achieve. How do we achieve this? So way to wealth formula is split into 3 sections here. The first one is the customer formula. So we all hope, I'm just thinking, looking at you guys, do you guys have marketing strategies? Okay, and what do those marketing strategies generate? Leads, exactly. So leads, and the leads have some effectiveness. If we multiply that with conversion rate, what do you get? The number of? Exactly, customers. So can you impact anything before the equal sign? That's the leads and conversion rate. Can you impact that? Can you improve that 1% every month?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, increase the number of leads. Yeah.
And the conversion rate, not just the leads.
Right. How you close it.
Yep. So improve the leads 1% every month, improve the conversion rate every month 1%. You're going to get 10% in leads and 10% in conversion rate for the year. You're going to go into the revenue formula. So customers. So every customer spends average dollar, right? And if you multiply by the frequency, the times they buy from us, what does that equal to? Revenue, says by the formula itself. So can you improve customers 1% every month?
Yeah.
Well, customers we already talked about, sorry. The average sale size.
Yeah.
What would you do to improve the average sale size?
Raise the price.
Mm-hmm, okay.
Upsell, offer more, yeah.
Add extra.
Other services.
Add services.
Extra services, that's good. Anything else?
Membership.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Negotiate better.
Yep. Those are all good strategies. So the next one we have is the frequency, the number of times the customers come to you. Can you improve that?
No.
Yeah.
How?
Membership.
Membership, exactly.
Upsell.
Upsell.
Customer service.
Yeah, if you have extra good customer service,
Yeah, they
they are going to come back to you. You can go back for the, yep.
Free trials, additional products.
Yep. All right. So that's the revenue formula. So we talked about average sale size. Can you improve that 1% every month?
Yeah.
And if you did that, you can get 10 to 12% improvement in the whole year, both for average sale size and the frequency. Over here, we are having the compounding result, right? If you just did one item improved, you will not get that much result. But if you improved all these items that we talked about together, small percent change, you can get a huge increment. The next one we have is the profit formula. So revenue minus cost of goods sold, what is that equal to? That's the gross
Gross
profit.
profit, right.
Right. Can you impact the cost of goods sold?
Yes.
How can you do that?
I better.
Different rates.
Buy wholesale, yeah, bulk,
Go down.
negotiate price, or have,
Free shipping.
or fewer suppliers,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, and if you reduce the, minus the operating cost, what do you get here?
Yeah, profit.
Net profit. Yeah. So can you improve your cost of goods sold 1% every month?
Yeah.
Okay? And can you improve your operating cost 1% every month?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Negotiate.
So what do you think if we improved all these 6 factors that we talked about just now, 1% every month, those 6 levers, what would you get in your profitability?
No profit.
An increase.
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel that we're talking about these things like as if it's very easy, but it's not. I mean, it's really hard to decrease the cost of goods sold or the cost of services. For example, for me, I sell services, not goods. It's hard to always decrease the money I pay for subcontractors or people who work with me, and also it's hard to convince the client to pay more. I mean, in both sides, it needs high, skill set and effort to convince both sides to give you the profit that you need. I don't know why you are talking about it very easy like this.
Yeah.
It's very challenging.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's 1% every month. Work with a
It's not
coach.
that easy, I don't know.
Yeah. Work with a coach. We have done for many companies here. There are about 270 different strategies. It's not easy that you can just, you have to strategically approach it. Like that gentleman mentioned that once you start working with someone one-to-one, you have some accountability. I'm not saying with me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way, but you can work with a coach to figure out how you can make those small improvements and make your business successful. We are talking about small changes. You can do it yourself. I know it's very hard. I am also working with my coach, right, to make sure that I am profitable as well. So it takes time and effort. But instead of doubling one thing, I think the concept here is we don't want to double one thing. We want to focus on all these 6 items. Because the more we improve, the compounding effort and the compounding result is very high. So if I go to the next sheet here, the idea is don't focus on one thing, but focus on all 6 things. That's the idea. So let's say, one of the customers we had is having 1,000 leads, and it's about 20% conversion rate. The customers that we get is about 200. And I'm not going to just look at these numbers here, but just look at what happens if we did 10% improvement, right? What are you getting here? You're basically looking at 46% increase in revenue and 66% profitability improvement. This is because it's a compounding effect of changing these small things. But if you just doubled your leads, you will not get the same result. Yeah, so that's the problem we have. I would not say that I did not make the same mistakes. I made the same mistakes, but our conversion rate was not changing because I didn't take my super selling skills training. I did not have a selling script. Right now I do have a selling script. If I have my friend or intern, Adya here, she has a selling script if she has talked to any one of you. So it's all scripted out. in terms of what is the value, right? I know that price changing is not that easy. What is it that they are giving up with the lower price? Are they giving up service, delivery? I'm sure you provide outstanding service, right? If you're providing outstanding service, that service should have some cost associated with
I
it.
think one of the things I do, for example, that I state in my terms of sale clearly that I'm increasing the price every year with this amount, this percentage. And sometimes I change this percentage based on the inflation and other factors. But it's there for my clients. They see that I will do that, and that makes it easy for me every time they come back. Like I have clients who do service every year. We do video production, for example. They do a video every year. So they know every year that the price is different than the past year.
Right.
So that makes it easy for me. But sometimes it's really hard to convince clients that things are more expensive, things are changing, and the price increment is something natural. People don't accept that.
Right.
But are you offering more quality? You know how people want to pay if they want it's quality, then they like, okay, we're gonna pay you more. What did you do for us to pay you more?
That's one of the things we do, but even with the same type of product, people should understand that the price will increase every year, right? Because there's inflation, things are more expensive every year, and it should be a natural behavior in the business.
Right, but they don't, they still want to lower price.
Yeah, so I think that's an excellent point too. The excellent point there is the quality and the value of it, right? You are giving them the quality and value. If they got lower quality and value, what is the price of that? What is the price of paying somebody lower if they did not get the quality video, right? I think you need to emphasize probably that part. At least I would do that, right? What is the quality of not having a coach, right? Or impact of not having a coach? You may not make that much profit, right? Or what is the impact of not having a quality video, right? It might impact their business, right?
Yes.
Is this business services, I assume?
Yes.
Okay, so this might impact if they have a bad quality video, it can impact their reputation, and it can impact, right, if they go to somebody else. So the non-price things, what are the other negotiable items? But that's definitely, you can work with someone to get that addressed, like the communication part. What this lady mentioned is it's a great point about quality and then impact of not giving that price. What are they getting out of it? That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we are showing here another sheet where we did the 10% improvement. This was a little bit more aggressive. The profit was 140%. It all depends on your business. We can look at your sheets and see what makes sense. But these are some of the numbers. I think the point here is that work on all the 6 levers so that you can, close to double your profitability, but it may be different depending on your business too. But if you do only one aspect of things, it may not double or impact your profitability so much. So that was the key to way to wealth formula. Over here, I guess the question here is that, who wants to double the profitability here? You already doubled. You want to double again?
Why not?
Well, it looks like there's a millionaire here.
You want to keep
Get
on
close.
increasing, so.
I'm sorry, what?
So you want to keep on increasing.
Oh, you want to double again?
Yes.
All right. We have highly ambitious and hardworking, committed people here. I'm glad to see that. Anybody else wants to double profitability here?
Yep.
You want to double your profitability? You want to double your profitability?
Yes.
A lot of people. Come talk to me. Let's talk about it. All right, yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
The example had cost of goods sold, but do you all use the same model for service-based businesses as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was just thinking, like, with all of the increases, who's doing all this stuff? Like, that was my issue. Yeah, we got some of those key markers, but we had to hire people in order to meet the demand at that point. So, just the thought.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely for service. This is for any company. So this has been applied across a variety of industries. I mean, if you want, I can send you the names of the companies that have been applied for. So variety of industries, same processes, same modules, same things. But again, you work with someone to see how that should change for your company specifically, right? So I think what we learned here is that there are 6 levers to change, 1% monthly, right? These are ideas that are good in theory, like we're saying, right? Vibha is just saying. I'm just saying 6 levers, change it. You're saying it's not that easy. And I agree it's not that easy. I'm also working through that. But there are 270 total strategies that we have at FocalPoint to turn vision into reality. What strategies will work for you? If you guys want, I mean, anybody, I'm available to offer a free consultation. Like I mentioned, that we work with businesses one-to-one. Anybody needs a free consultation, you can contact me. No problems there. I think Adya sent to give you information already, right? Any questions here? Okay.
Can I throw out one comment to help you?
Yeah, of course.
I can tell you, if you don't think it's possible, then you're never going to accomplish it. You know, whatever you think you can't do, you can't do.
Exactly.
That's half the reason to go talk with her, because she sees that it's possible. Having a coach like that will really help you see bigger than what you think.
Yeah, I love that. That's the mindset problem. Are you the life coach?
No,
You're not?
We don't need to talk about what I do because it's all about you right now. But
I was just curious.
It's really true in business.
All right, great. Thank you so much. What's most helpful for you? Does anybody want to say anything? Anybody who hasn't spoken much? I know you're always like wanting to talk.
No, I'm okay. I'm gonna listen actually.
All right. Anybody else?
With the guy, I think the 1% numbers are pretty manipulative. But the goal of 1% is to change the way you see things. So it could be any number, it could be 100%, 1000%. The main idea is to see this number as something easy. That's the idea.
Yeah, that is definitely the problem. You have to change your mindset and start working through it, right? Work with an accountability partner, whoever that is, whether it's your friend or a coach, but if somebody knows about it, I think you can get more benefits out of it. Mindset is definitely a problem. You're totally correct. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to hear from others about ways that they have increased leads or profitability in their companies. If anyone's also sharing that, to just take some tips from other people.
Yeah, definitely.
I can share that one. Being a small local business, it's all about being found. And you can do a lot of like great things. You're an amazing service provider, you have a beautiful website, you know what you do, you have all of your procedures, you have your mindset, but people cannot find you.
Yeah.
And currently there are so many businesses, it's extremely important to be found. Regardless if you are a local business or if you listed like a nationwide e-commerce, whatever that is. So start with a really good SEO. There are so many good free tools that can help you out, and they're not super technical. I'm not gonna get down into details, but this is the most important things. We see our businesses, they're amazing at what they do. Nobody can see them, nobody can find them. How they're gonna increase their leads, how they're gonna reduce their costs, and all the good things that we've been talking about if you cannot be found.
But you know what, one of the things I found out is you have to tell people who you are and what you do. You have to get out and tell people
Then
who
you
you are
personal
and what
with
you
your
do.
customers, because if you treat your customers right, they're gonna come back to you, they're gonna tell a friend and a friend.
Yeah, word of mouth.
And it's word of mouth. Because I had a boutique in the next year. When I say I make so much money, but I looked at what they were buying most.
Right.
So I target that, and I just went up like that.
Yeah.
How many people can you reach through word of mouth? And this is a very specific generation.
Marketing.
Referrals, you can reach maybe 100 people a day if you're attending small business conference Monday through Sunday. Online, you can reach millions of people.
Right, exactly.
But you gotta let them know who you are, what you do.
Yeah.
Because I'm online and I have a brick and mortar.
You do not want to put all of your eggs in one basket.
Exactly.
Only doing, let's say in-person outreach, or only doing online, only doing Instagram. One is the worst number. So trying to increase all those points, how people can find you, not just in Google, not just locally. That's kind of like a really good starting point.
And we all-
Yeah, SEO is one of the strategies. I know that it works for a lot of people, but there are some seniors. We have businesses that require seniors. They may not, I think, it may or may not work for them, but I'm sorry, what is the point you want?
No, I agree
Yeah.
with the SEO part, but I think for me, for example, the most important part is to keep yourself, like, to consider people who are working with you as partners
Yeah.
of success. You share the same mission, and people feel that, and people like that. People like to work with people who care about their business, not people who want to just take their money and go away.
Right.
Right? So
Yeah,
I
right.
always treat with my clients like they're my partners. I sometimes go extra with them, like I provide sometimes small, like extra free services.
Free services, yeah.
Sometimes free consultations, and people love to like interact with people who care about that. I think this is the most important, effective
Right.
communication and caring. And then these are tools that's very important,
Yeah.
of course. But you might find someone through the SEO or the online clients, but they might work with you one time and never come back because they will find a cheaper, if that's the strategy, they will find a cheaper, provider. But if they trust you, even if they pay more with you, they will come with you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's personal.
I'm sorry, just, I think we can probably take one more. So what did we learn from this presentation here? I know we are getting into marketing strategies here. SEO, ladies, I think all of these are great points here. What did we learn from the presentation?
Taking simple steps.
Taking simple steps, I love it. That was the basic message, but all of the points that you brought up, they were all awesome. Thank you very much for speaking about SEO and also the video. Oh, I'm not finished yet. All right, so make sure you have an actions to take, right, to attract new clients, drive revenue growth, and generate more profits. And you know what's the impact of no action, right? I don't want to come see next year you or somebody else saying that, hey, I want to double my profitability, but I was not able to do it. Please do make sure that whoever raised the hands, that they want to double their profitability, that you have done it, right? I would be very sad if you did not, right? So, all right. So never consider the possibility of failure. As long as you persist, you will be successful. Please making efforts. I see that this team is very committed. And here is my information. If you want to achieve your profitability and growth goals, please reach out. I would love to help out with the free consultation. Thank you very much. Thank you.